Thank you for letting me tune in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me tune in. Luis Coronado Ortega Harris on of the global market, majority stakeholder of all 10-year, 15-year, 30-year corporate, private, and public accounts. And a lot of people said, thank the Lord for me because a lot of people are doing a lot of drinking and driving and smoking and driving lately. They said the amount of people drinking and driving and doing drugs and driving, it has increased tremendously because they haven't been listening to me. You know what I mean? I say that is something to think about, man. That people, I guess they was getting attached to me, you know what I mean? And they said that they smoking and drinking has increased tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Then you have all those prissy people, they think they're your entourage and your representative. You know them people that be lying, saying that they your managers and representative. You always see them, they got their bow tie on and they glasses. Them people been lying ever since I've been around lately. Telling folks they your entourage and managers, and man, them people ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. But that's what and lightning struck when I said it, man. That's all they do. Those people, they take advantage of people, man. And I hope all my children understand who those people are, lady. You have to beware. You have to know who those kind of people are, lady. The people always telling you this and that, lady. Be very careful of shaking people's hand, lady. Sometimes you have to be careful not to wave at people. Don't even nod your head at them. Don't say nothing to them. Some people can take that as far as you never thought somebody could take a handshake that far, lady. Some people ought to be ashamed of themselves, but they not. They not ashamed of themselves. You got to see how they indulge in stuff off of stuff that don't belong to them. They get drunk. They wine and dine women off of money that don't belong to them. You know what I mean? They drive around in vehicles. They live in places and they not paying for it. They living off of other people's money, man. You know what I'm saying? I just have to tell all my children to be careful around those kind of people. Be careful. Your best friend is a woman that care about you. There's not gonna be, I don't think there'll be anybody else on this planet that's more valuable to a man than a woman that care about him. You know what I mean? A woman that want to see a man do better than he did the last second, it ain't that more valuable than that. And they very rarely, you know, they not like the way they used to be. You might find a woman now, you might find a woman that want to see you do better than you was doing just a second ago, without that woman being jealous, envious, or want to take your shine from you and show you how she can manipulate your shine to her own selfish desire. And you know, they learned it from them dudes, you know. Them dudes that been around, been doing it for years. You know, they wear a little bow tie and say that they your manager and all that. They be, ladies and gentlemen, them folks, them guys right there, they bad business, man. They really is. They are bad business, yes, they are. I would hate to be at a football game sitting next to one of them, I try to tell you. That's why I try to kind of avoid football games and stuff. I used to actually want to go to the football game. I remember them days where I wanted to go. But after a while, lady, I just said, man, if it ain't that important to them, I sure don't want to go, you know what I mean? I try to tell you, if it ain't that urgent to you, I sure don't want to go, you know. If you don't think it's important, why you think I want to go, you know? If you don't think it's important to you to call me and invite me, why do I look like I should just show up, you know what I mean? That don't sound right, you know what I mean? I'll tell you like this, I tell my children like this. If people don't invite you somewhere, don't you ever find the urge to want to be there, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing more important than a RSVP, a formal invite. If somebody don't informally invite you to go somewhere, don't you go. Don't I tell you. I don't care if they told you I told you to be there, though. That ain't good enough. You need a formal invitation. Don't you dare go to somebody's wedding or anywhere like that if you don't have an invitation in your hand. You know what I mean? Never, and I do mean never. I don't care. You could be next to kin. You could be the most valuable individual in that family. If they don't give you an invitation, don't you go. You know what I'm saying? Don't go. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? You have to find your shine somewhere else in life. Because you do have shine out there. You just have to find out how to find your shine. Man. You have to find out how to find it. You know what I mean? I can tell you, I'm very proud of Donald Trump and them guys like that. I'm glad that they doing their thing like that. You know what I mean? I'm glad that the man have more African Americans on his team than any Republican president in history. Let's say Donald Trump almost have 40% favor in the African American community. They said that is unreal. They said most Republican presidents only have about 10% approval from the African American community. They said he's the first president to have about 40% African American community approving of him. Like, I gotta say that is fabulous. Like, you know, you're always gonna go through drama around the people. I've had a chance to have employees around me. I didn't know they were doing the things that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't let that stop me. I had to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All I could do is try to protect myself and keep going. That's the only thing you could do, like, you know, a lot of times, man, you don't know the things that people indulging in. You just don't know, man. You can't really control that. You know what I mean? You can't control things that other people doing. You know what I mean? Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, Maria Kennedy didn't know that man was having an adulterous affair with a babysitter and they nanny, you know what I mean? She didn't know that Arnold Schwarzenegger was sleeping with they housekeeper, ladies and gentlemen. They sit up there and got the woman